There's word of darkspawn stragglers, but no sign of the main horde. We are the only hope of protection this village has now, and I will not abandon them. That is all. Yes, my lady? Who might you be?
You may call me Leliana.
I am Sir Bryant, commander of Lothering's remaining Templars. You don't seem like the other refugees. Are you one of Eamon's knights?
Do I look like a knight? Do many of them come here?
Some have in recent days. Eamon has fallen ill, and his knights are on a quest for the sacred urn filled with Andraste's ashes, said to cure any malady. He must be very ill if they chase miracles as the only cure.
Well, that's not a good sign.
Knights, Sir Donald, is here searching for fantasies. Well, never mind. Ask him if you care about this foolishness.
Things seem very dire in this village.
They are. With the ban having taken his men north, the village is left to its fate. We will evacuate as many as we can before the horde reaches us. I will stay as long as I am needed. Now, unless there's something else you need.
I need some information.
If the matter is important, certainly.
Are you in charge here?
The revered mother leads this flock. I merely command her Templars. Normally, our role is to protect the Chantry and seek out unsanctioned magic. For now, it is all we can do to protect the innocent.
Have you found unsanctioned mage?
Let us pretend that I was such a mage. What would you do to me?
I have no time to even think about such things right now. My concern is protecting these people. I see nothing threatening them other than the Darkspawn.
How do Templars fight against magic?
We have more than swords at our disposal. We're taught to dispel unholy magics as well. If only our powers work to keep away the Darkspawn. Alas, it is not so.
That is a shame, then. Are you the only protection this village has?
Our ban was summoned by Loghain, and he took his soldiers north with him. Lothering has been abandoned.
Where would I find the Reverend Mother?
In her study, no doubt. Preparing what she will take when we eventually evacuate.
Tell me something else.
If the matter is important, certainly.
Have you heard any recent news?
Other than the Darkspawn horde bearing down on us, none of it is good. Loghain is set to declare himself king, I hear. Disaster piled on disaster.
King Kaelin had no heir?
None that we know of. Loghain has no legitimate claim on the throne. He may be a hero, and his daughter may be queen, but he is a commoner, and the king's corpse is barely cold. If Eamon was able to intervene, perhaps it would not have gone this far. I do not care who takes the throne. Only fools fight over who owns a cottage while it burns down around them.
I've got nothing else to ask.
No, unless there's something else you need.
I was hoping you can help me. I'm a Grey Warden.
I see. That is...
Probably should not have been so cavalier about saying that.
Loghain declared all Grey Wardens traitors responsible for the king's death. You know this, I hope.
Grey Wardens did no such thing.
I don't believe the Grey Wardens would be as careless or malicious as the Tern claims. But either way, there it is. It is best you not linger, though. Just in case.
About those bandits outside the village.
Maker's breath. How many times must we drive them off?
They won't bother you again. I killed them.
All of them? By yourself?
It's true. I saw it from my post. It was over so fast, we didn't even have time to get over there.
Oh, it certainly would have helped if he did.
But then they asked for it. Will you accept a small reward for your service?
Gladly.
If it interests you, there is a Chanter's board outside full of quests that need doing. The Chanters even offer pay for some of them. Now, unless there's something else you need.
Is there any other help you can offer?
I cannot openly help you, I fear, but... Here, take this key. It opens the large cabinet on the far wall. There is more there than we can carry when we evacuate, so take what you need.
Thank you.
Travel safely, and may the Maker watch over you.
What a gracious fellow. So where's this, dude man? Sir Donald.
Who?
Me.
I beg your pardon. I did not see you approach.
Sir Donald? Is that you?
Alistair? By the Maker, how are you? I was certain you were dead.
Not yet. No thanks to Loghain.
If Eamon were well, he'd set Loghain straight soon enough.
So you're here looking for the Urn of Sacred Ashes, then?
I am indeed. Andraste's ashes are said to cure any illness. But I fear we are chasing a fable, With each day, my hope dims.
You think? It's hoping to meet Al-Eamon, in fact.
Why is that, if I may ask?
Need his help.
I see. The Jarl is a popular man, it's true. Tairn Loghain, however, is a hero throughout Ferelden. Whatever the Tairn has done or not done, the Jarl remains ill, or worse. That is my primary concern.
Is there any point to going to Redcliffe, then?
He may be dead already. Or perhaps his luck has changed in the weeks I have been gone.
We should see what's happening in Redcliffe ourselves. I believe that now more than ever.
If nothing else, I am certain you would be welcomed at Castle Redcliffe. The Arlessa is there, and she could tell you more than I could.
Shouldn't you be fleeing the Darkspawn?
My mission takes priority. But I fear I shall be returning to Redcliffe with nothing to show for my efforts.
So your quest is for the Ashes has brought you here?
I expected to take advantage of the Chantry's library, in fact. But my skills are better suited to battle than chasing down tales.
Tell me more about this urn.
Supposedly, the urn contains the ashes of the prophetess Andraste. Surely you know all this.
I'd like to hear what you've learned, though.
If you're truly interested, there are books here containing a great deal of lore. Nothing I have found leads me to believe that this was anything more than a quest of desperation. I intend to return to Redcliffe soon, and tell the Arlessa exactly that, once Sir Henrik arrives.
Yeah, about him. He's dead.
What? And you have his locket? And a note? Maker's mercy. Thank you for giving me these. I would never have known otherwise.
I dealt with the bandits that killed him, at least.
Thank you. I wonder how many of us have met similar fates on this mad quest.
I should go.
With Henrik gone, I need to return to Redcliffe. Perhaps later I will seek out the scholar his note mentions. But I must go. Thank you again, my lady. You have been most helpful.
You're welcome. Now, about that... Wait, what does N open the map? About that note, I didn't really take a look at it, but... I guess it's not here either. Oh wait, here it is. Note from Sir Henrik. Brother Genitivi holds the key to finding the Urn of Sacred Ashes. We always knew this, but now I know where he is. Gone to his home in Denner and found the trail. Unless they have... Sir Donald awaits my report in Lothering. So I guess we're looking for a man named Brother Genitivi. If we are so inclined to look for these ashes. We've got to take out the bandits. These are all the, This is like the main quest. There's, Arl, Paragon, Nature of the Beast. So, yeah, these are the treaties and allies we're trying to get, and then this is just what we're doing right now. Go to Jeddah and Redcliffe and complete Rigby's last wish. That is what we shall do. The Maker! So, Sir Donald told us we can read more about the ashes here, but I'm not really sure where we can do that. This is one of these books. I don't see it. Not really much of a library, is it? Bronze symbol of Andraste. So that's just a talisman of sorts. Nothing substantial.
Do you ever wonder if that's an accurate likeness of Andraste? Maybe she was ugly. Maybe she had buck teeth. How would we know?
Fair enough point, but, you know, they always have to glorify their idols a little bit. Here's a cabinet that we got. Oh! Well, we will. Well, I would love to give these to, Alistair, but we'd lose his set bonus if we did. Or not. I don't know what the set bonus is. What is the set bonus for this? Can't say I can see it. I wish it would tell me. I really don't see anything at all. Ah, you know what? He's actually getting more armor from wearing these, so I think The set bonus for the splint mail just improves your armor rating by another point. Templars, and you would be the Reverend Mother.
Will you be making a donation to the Chantry, my friend? You look like you have salvaged more of value than most who make it here.
What? I just walk in the door and you immediately start asking me for fucking tributes.
I am the revered mother of this Chantry. Traditionally, those who seek my blessing tithe first.
Well, fuck tradition. I have nothing to offer.
I understand. Not all are wealthy enough to spare even a few coins for the Maker's favor. What can I do for you, then?
I am a Grey Warden. I need your help.
A Grey Warden? Here? Oh dear. You put me in a difficult position. You must know that Loghain declared the Grey Wardens to be outlaws.
So I heard, but it is Loghain who betrayed the king.
Loghain? That is as hard for me to believe as his condemnation of the Wardens. There is a price on your head. Lay low, and I promise to keep your presence a secret. That is the best I can do. Now, if there is nothing else...
Well, screw it. I'm just gonna go.
Make a guard you, Grey Warden.
Perhaps we'll have a reason to speak with you again. Now, were any of those chests openable? No. There's not really a whole lot of interest here yet. But we will be back to speak with that woman again. For now, let us explore the town some more. Now, this guy would tell us about the Chantry board. I don't know if he has anything else interesting.
Spoke unto the masses, my hearth is yours, my bread is yours, my life is yours. For all who walk in the sight of the Maker are one.
And who are you exactly? You don't talk much, do you?
Let all repeat the chant of light. Only the word dispels the darkness upon us.
He can't answer you. He's chanted Devons.
Is he touched in the head or something?
No, he's a chanter. One of them that can only say the chant of light. His board has letters of good deeds to be doing. My father fixed Widow Allison's roof once, and the charter paid him, he did.
A learned child is a blessing upon his parents and onto the Maker.
I see. So it's like a vow of silence, then?
Unless it's the chant of light, no.
And so Rajmael in the heathen temple recanted. Speak only the word, sing only the chant, then the golden city is thine, spoke Andraste.
The golden city doesn't really exist anymore. A chanter says what?
What?
Oh, you got him to speak. Ha!
Ha, gotcha.
What hath man's sin wrought?
Oh, he cheated.
Alright, well. That was fun. Interesting fellow. So yeah, chanters... Basically, they are not allowed to speak apart from, speaking anything from the, well, anything from their chantry verses. Who are you?
Have you seen my mother?
Who is your mother?
She's really tall, and she has red hair. We live on a big farmhold, all of us. Some mean men with swords came, and Mother told me to run to the village as fast as I could, so I did. She said she'd be right behind me, but I've been waiting and waiting, and I can't see her.
Do you know where your father is?
He went with William to the neighbours yesterday, but he didn't come back.
Come with me, I'll help you look for your mother.
Mother said I wasn't to go with anyone. I'm supposed to wait for her here, in the village.
Go to the chantry, someone will look after you.
I will, but only if I don't find Mother first. So, are you really an elf?
The hell does that have to do with it? Why do you ask?
Father says elves aren't very nice, but you're nicer than everybody here. Thank you for helping me.
Oh, I guess I did what I could. Wasn't much. What's going on here? Got some elf fruit growing in the rocks. Alright, well, let's cross this bridge then.
tell me something, Morrigan. Did you live there in that forest your entire life?
I left it on occasion, but I always returned. Why? Is that so strange? It was my home.
Did you speak to that knight yesterday? Said he was from Redcliffe.
Let's get started.
You gonna keep talking, or was that it?
How are we supposed to know where the urn of sacred ashes is? Might as well ask us how.
You guys looking for it too?
He said that all the Redcliffe knights were looking for.
Alright, well, let's head inside. I think this is the tavern.
Well, look what we have here, then. I think we've just been blessed.
Uh-oh. Loghain's men. This can't be good.
Didn't we spend all morning asking about an elf by this very description, and everyone said they hadn't seen one?
It seems we were lied to.
Gentlemen, surely there's no need for trouble. These are no doubt simply more poor souls seeking refuge.
They're more than that. Now stay out of our way, sister. You protect these traitors, you'll get the same as them.
You, my friend, you voiced the orcs in Gothic 3, I am sure of it. What makes you think we're traitors?
Loghain claims the Grey Wardens betrayed the king. Or haven't you heard?
Enough talk. Take the warden into custody. Kill this sister and anyone else that gets in your way.
Right. Let's make this quick.
Oh, you bastards have no idea what you're in for. Alright, so let's get everyone attacking this fool. You do a shield bash on him. You just blast everyone's brains.
Right.
Wow, we got a lot of people fighting here. Alistair, I think... I guess you're keeping them distracted from Morrigan, at least. Pummel this fool. And keep killing this fool. You, Leliana, I can't control you, unfortunately. Yeah, if we take down this guy, it'll be over quicker, so... There we go.
Alright, you've won. We surrender.
Good. They've learned their lesson and we can all stop fighting now.
Take a message to Loghain.
What do you want to tell him?
He'll pay for what he's done. We're coming for him.
I'll tell him. Right away, now. Thank you.
I apologize for interfering, but I couldn't just sit by and not help.
Where does a sister learn to fight like that?
I wasn't born in the Chantry, you know. Many of us had more colorful lives before we joined. Let me introduce myself. I am Leliana, one of the lay sisters of the Chantry here in Lothering. Oh, I was.
And what does that mean?
I joined the Chantry to live a life of religious contemplation. But I am no priest, not even an initiate.
And is there something you wanted from me?
Those men said you're a Grey Warden. You will be battling the Darkspawn, yes? That is what Grey Wardens do. I know after what happened, you will need all the help you can get. That's why I'm coming along.
Excuse me? Whoops. And just what help would you be?
The Maker told me to join you. Surely, he would not do so without good reason.
Oh, what? I believe this is why I back away slowly.
I know that sounds absolutely insane, but it's true. I had a dream. A vision.
More crazy? I thought we were all full up.
Look at the people here. They are lost in their despair, and this darkness, this chaos, will spread. The Maker doesn't want this.
I don't think anyone really wants this.
What you are meant to do is the Maker's work. Let me help.
How about I work for everybody else and you stop shoving your Maker in the middle of it? Need more than prayers, I'm afraid.
I can fight. I can do more than fight. As I said, I was not always a lay sister. I put aside that life when I came here. But now, if it is the Maker's will, I will take it up again. Gladly. Please let me help you.
Alright, well, I guess I can't turn away any assistance we get now. We've been waylaid a little more than I would have cared for.
Perhaps your skull was cracked worse than Mother thought.
Thank you. I appreciate being given this chance. I will not let you down.
Alright, now you can only... Actually, no, you can keep 4 party members at a time, I forgot. Alright, we can put our weapons away now. So naturally, Morgan and Leliana don't entirely get along.
'Tis you.
So, there'll be a bit of contention between the two of them as time goes on. Now, unfortunately, I just remembered that I pretty much sold all my equipment, so I don't think I really have anything for you. Alright, well, we'll try to find some armor for you, but that's the best I can do in the meantime. Alright, now, what's going on here? Who are you?
You're here about food. Take it up with that bleeding runt by the chantry. I got other gear to sell.
You got a food?
A whole mess of refugees come in and leave near every night. All have hungry bellies, sad tales, and mementos for barter. I sold that bleeding merchant outside about half my larder 2 weeks back, and now he's charging outrageous sums for all my food.
Don't worry about him, I took care of it.
You did? Well, I don't know what to say to that. Thanks.
Show me what you've got. And he sells health poultices and such, which are certainly quite useful. In fact, they're pretty cheap as well. We might as well just buy them out. No, I actually wanted all of them. Now, how many thingamajigs do I have? I have 6 flasks. Do you have any more? You do. You have a bunch of them. Fortunately, they're pretty expensive. We'll buy 30 for now. Don't need this. Don't. I'll hang on to that. We don't need these. Don't need this. I don't know who can equip that. Can Morgan equip it?
What now?
She cannot. No. Oh, you know what? That must be for the golem. That's what I'm thinking. Now, who are you, Daniel?
Gonna make more trouble? We've about all we can stand in Lothering now.
Not here to make trouble.
Well, those boys were trouble themselves, to tell the truth. Right then, name's Denal. Sorry I can't chat much. As you see, we've a full house.
Don't suppose you have any rooms?
Look around. People are sleeping on the floors and in the attic. That's how many rooms I don't have.
Do you have you heard any rumors?
I hear news from Dinnerham that Loghain has been declared the new regent. It makes sense, his daughter being the queen. Anything else I can get you?
Who are those men I fought exactly?
When Loghain marched by, he left those fellas behind to look for Grey Wardens. I suppose that's you.
And you'll keep that to yourself?
I have no qualm with you, whatever the Tern says. My grandfather served. Your secret's safe with me. What can I get you then?
Well, I guess I'll just be going then.
Luck speed your way.
Now, no one's yet revealed to us why why Tern Loghain has issued the hit on the Grey Wardens. But, I mean, it's to be expected. Because, I don't know. Loghain's comments on the Grey Wardens when we talked to him seemed a bit... not really idolizing them, but it seemed relatively positive. Seemed to have some kind of respect for him. But then, of course, when he was talking to Kaelin, he was furious towards him. And I think maybe... To be honest, I've never actually gone through the game in a playthrough where we kept Loghain alive. The only time I've actually beaten the game, well, I don't really want to spoil it, but unfortunately I probably already have. Anyway, so I never really got to learn from Loghain himself what his motives were as far as, trying to get rid of the Grey Wardens. And, so, I don't think there's any way he could have really known that Grey Warden specifically would have gotten out of that battle alive. when the rest of the king's army didn't. So unless you just figured we got out alive due to the fact that we weren't taking part in the direct battle. So I'm not really sure what to make of that.
As I live and breathe, you're the Grey Warden everyone's been talking about.
There's something I can do for you?
I represent the Blackstone Irregulars. We're a mercenary company that fell on hard times after the war with Orlais. I'm sure you know that times are getting worse every day. With your help, the Irregulars could be of use to Ferelden once more.
Why should I help you?
The Blackstone Irregulars fought alongside the King's army against Orlais. We've helped nobles defend their land and given our service to people in need for generations. Our current captain, Raelnor, is an honorable man who sees that we can do some good in Ferelden once more. He is so confident in our mission that he trusted the Grey Wardens would support us.
And how can I be of service?
Our leaders thought you might be willing to help. Each of our posts in Ferelden will contain letters addressed to you. Unlike most who work with us, you're getting letters straight from Raelnor and Tauran, our leaders. I hope this tells you how highly the Irregulars regard the Grey Wardens.
I'll take a look.
Thank you. When you've completed a mission, just return to me or any of our members stationed at an Irregulars post. We'll make sure your efforts are rewarded. Maker's blessings light your path.
Sounds good, so let's take a look. Scraping the barrel. So this is basically like a different variation of the Chanter's board. It's missions from the mercenary company Blackstone Irregulars, as opposed to the Chanter's board, of course, being missions from the local chantry. Alright, so here we need to conscript a few people who apparently have obligations. And, here we need to track down some deserters. So they don't really want the deserters to come back to fight, although that would be helpful. Instead, the deserters have made off with goods that the Irregulars need themselves.
So can you surrender to a darkspawn? Do they take prisoners?
Alright, well, there's a bit more to this village we have not seen yet. You have a name, so let's talk with you.
Hello, stranger. I don't suppose you know anyone that can make traps?
What do you need traps for?
Old man Barlin said that Darkspawn may be coming soon. He's got traps on his farm. I figured I'd put a few on my lands. Barlin wants to poison his traps. I just want normal traps.
Why don't you just buy some?
None to be had. Barlin has all the traps in the village in his fields.
He has poison traps on his land?
Oh, he doesn't have any poison yet, thank the Maker. So his fields are just full of traps. He can be a bit eccentric.
Yeah, I can tell. It's a bit dangerous. I'm sorry, though, but I cannot make traps.
I didn't mean to bother you. Sorry.
Quite alright, but I'm afraid that traps are simply too useless for me in this game. Setting them up is just too tedious for them to really function better than, cold steel.
You got a bed for the night. You taken care of.
What?
Lothering's full up with refugees. Might be space in Alison's barn. Speak up.
Actually, I'm not a refugee. I'm a Grey Warden.
A Grey Warden, are we? Did I mention I'm the bleeding queen of Ferelden?
Well, fuck you too.
Looks like you can fend for yourself tonight.
Excuse me?
Too much to do, and not enough time.
Do you need any help?
I don't suppose you know anything of tonics, medicines, or herbs.
I do, actually. I don't know why I can't say that I do.
Then you may be able to do us a lot of good.
Actually, no, I don't. I forgot.
All manner of travellers come through, many injured or sick. We do our best, but we're out of supplies. There's medicinal herbs in the woods to the north. If you make a few poultices, I'll scrape together some sort of payment. I'll write all you need to know in this note here.
Well, I know exactly what I'm doing. No, I thought I had herbalism, but I guess only Morrigan does. We don't really need any Mobari crunches.
Have any luck finding herbs in the woods?
Didn't need them. Here you go.
This will help many people. You're a good sort, you know.
Cool. Guess that's an alright reward. Anybody of interest over here? A miner.
Master Fenneran runs us miners. They also say that washing your feet in winter makes you catch cold in the head, but we all know that is not true. But sometimes they are right, and they are right in this.
You know the stories about...
Of course. You think my mother would let me go without telling me all the stories of her youth?
How dare you accuse me of thievery? Your grassland eyes are inept. A chastened would never protect us. Petty theft. Our gods deserted us. There's no protection here either.
Enough! People here are already desperate and frightened. They don't need you two coming to blows.
But what about my food?
I said enough!
That marshman stole from me. I know it.
Well, that's unfortunate, but apparently we can't do anything about it. So I guess we're moving on. I need you to do this for us, because we're actually about to get into a fight. Well now, who are you?
You aren't one of my captors. I have nothing to say that would amuse you, elf. Leave me in peace.
Excuse me? You're a prisoner. Who put you here?
I'm in a cage, am I not? I've been placed here by the Chantry.
The revered mother said he slaughtered an entire family, even the children.
It is as she says. I am Sten of the Beresad, the vanguard of the Kunari peoples.
Just what are you doing in there?
I have been convicted of murder. Have the villagers not spoken of this?
Well, Leliana just has, but apparently I've already forgotten. Who did you murder?
The people of a farmhold. 8 humans, in addition to the children.
That's horrible.
I agree.
Are you guilty?
Are you asking if I feel guilt or if I am responsible for the deed? However I feel, whatever I've done, my life is forfeit now.
You feel guilty, why did you do it?
Either you have an enviable memory or a pitiable life to know nothing of regret.
That's very true, my friend. Capturing you must have been difficult.
There is no difficulty in capturing prey that surrenders.
You didn't resist?
I waited for several days until the knights arrived.
Why?
Because I wished to.
Okay. Are you interested in seeking atonement?
Death will be my atonement.
There are other ways to redeem yourself.
Perhaps. What does your wisdom say is equal to my crime?
You could help me defend the land against the Blight.
The Blight? Are you a Grey Warden, then?
Yes, I am.
Surprising. My people have heard legends of the Grey Warden's strength and skill. Though I suppose not every legend is true.
Excuse me? Will the Reverend blah let you free?
Perhaps if you told her the Grey Wardens need my assistance. It seems as likely to bring my death as waiting here.
Well, I'll leave you for now.
Farewell, then.
To be left here to starve? Or to be taken by the Darkspawn? No one deserves that. Not even a murderer.
I think you're a little bit too forgiving, Leliana, but it seems clear to me that the murder was not as cut and dry as it might seem. So perhaps we'll give him a chance to explain himself, redeem himself, and do some good.
I'm not stupid, am I?
Whoops.
You need to ask the question.
Because it hurts my manly feelings, you know. Or one of them.
Then I'll be sure to write you an apology once all of this is over.
I was educated by the Chantry. I studied history. They don't make stupid Templars.
Then I must have been mistaken. I'm very impressed.
No, you're not. You're not even listening to me.
My, you are smarter than...
That's enough out of you two. Needless to say, Morgan does not find much value in friends. But I don't need her to be a friend, I just need her to help us out.
Good day, Sister Leliana. I'm surprised to see you're still in Lothering.
It is good to see you as well, Your Reverence.
Is there something I can do for you, then?
I want to talk to you about Sten.
It might have been kinder to execute him, but I leave his fate to the Maker. Why does he interest you?
What did he do?
He butchered an entire farmhold. Only one of the youngest hid long enough to survive. The child said his father had found the Canary gravely wounded and took him in. That kindness was repaid with murder. The bandsman found the Canary just standing amidst the carnage. He did not resist them.
Are you certain he did it?
He confessed quite readily, but would give no reason for the crime. Even the seasoned knights who apprehended him were disturbed by the carnage. However docile he appears, do not be fooled. That Canary is a danger.
I want him freed. I might have a use for him.
Then his next victims might count you and me as their murderers.
I was thinking you might release him into my custody.
And what do you say on this, Leliana? You know your friend better than I.
These are unusual times, Your Reverence. With us, the Canary might do some good. I am sure of it, in fact.
Were things not so desperate? Very well, I trust you. Take these keys to his cage and make her watch over you.
Thank you, Your Reverence. Your trust is not misplaced.
I can only hope so, because, Leliana, I'm afraid you're a bit too gullible for my assurances. Anyway, so we got Sten now. Or we will in a moment. And he's an interesting fellow, because he will not give any reason as to why he killed an entire family. And, needless to say, that makes me a little bit nervous, but I think it's enough that he'd be willing to fight for us, and he seems to have at least leveled his head in the meantime. Besides, I think we've dealt with and survived worse threats than him anyway.